Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
अनेजदेकं मनसो javiyo nainaddeva apnuvanpurvamarsat Taddhavato nyanatyeti tisthattasminnapo matarisva dadhati.
Sometimes you wonder how breath is automatically going in and coming out. You are making no effort for that. Even in sleep, the air goes in your lungs and comes out of it. Not just you, all the living beings in the planet. There is something that is creating the rhythm of life. What is that? Have you ever wondered about it? There is something by which your intellect is functioning, your emotions are functioning, your body is functioning, not just your body, the entire universe is functioning. What is that? There is something by which the mind is grasping, understanding. Mind is functioning on the basis of some energy, some principle. What is that principle? Have you wondered about it? What is the basis of the whole creation? You see, a movie is projected on the screen, right? And what is the screen on which this movie is being projected? That's exactly here what is being talked about. That basic substratum of creation in which the creation is sustained, in which the mind is sustained, in which the prana is functioning, from where love is experienced, that is self, that is Brahman. If you see these four elements in creation, earth, water, fire, ether, they are sustained by the fifth element, that is space. A scientist had come here to the ashram a couple of years back. He said, the Egyptians and Mesopotamians knew only four elements. The ancient people knew only four elements. Fifth element was given to the world by the scientist. That is the space. I said, sir, you are not informed well. We have always said the fifth element, the space. And in space also we categorize three types of space. Bhutakasha, Chidakasha and Chittakasha. Three types of space. One, the physical space that you see where all the heavenly bodies are floating. Second, the space in which the thoughts move. Third, the space which is consciousness itself. The consciousness is like space all permeating. Since it is all permeating, it is there everywhere, and it is so complicated or difficult to describe that which is present everywhere. And rishis have very beautifully said that It is already there in front, it is in the back also. So the self or the Brahman, that consciousness is everywhere, and it is the basis of this whole creation.
Tadejati tannaijati taddure tadvantike Tadantarasya sarvasya tadu sarvasyasya bahyatah.
Made it even more clearer. When you think it is everywhere, you have an idea of being stagnant. No, it is not stagnant. This space is lively. It's not a dead space. The space is scintillating, is lively. So it is farther than the farthest, and it's nearer than the nearest. You are yourself. Now, have you ever thought about where are you in your body? This question has come into your mind. Where are you in your body? In your arms, in your heart, in your brain? Where are you? You are everywhere and yet nowhere. The heart transplantation happens. Many people who have undergone brain surgery, a portion of brain has been removed from them. Still they are complete. So where are you? In the brain, in the heart, in the hands? You are everywhere and yet you are nowhere. So inside of you as well as outside, there is no outside to it, there is no inside to it. It's something that is so subtle, difficult to explain. The Rishis have made an effort, the Upanishads have made an effort to bring into your awareness. So it is closer than the closest and farther than the farthest. How do you like that? If anybody says, something is so closer than, very close to you, yet it is very far. Our linear thinking mind says, hey, wait, what are you saying? What are you talking? How is it possible? Something is either close or it is far. The conditioning of mind here breaks. And it is given an opportunity to see beyond what it knew all the time. Beyond what it perceived all the time to be truth. Something more. Another dimension gets added to you.
Yastu sarvani bhutani atmanyevanupasyati Sarvabhutesu catmanam tato na vijugupsate.
Actually, it's aversion. You have preferences, you have aversions, you have likes and dislikes. Likes and dislikes belongs to the ego. Now, ego is one layer above the being. A limited identity of likes and dislikes. When you recognize there is something that is much more basic to the existence, to life, and that is inside this body as well as in the other bodies as well. See, no one hates their own hands because it is my hand, You don't hate your hand because you think it's your hand. And what keeps us separate, what keeps us apart is the ego complex. Again, don't mistake, don't think ego is bad. Ego is part of existence. It is there. But when your vision does not transcend the ego, you are caught up in cravings and aversions. Concepts, likes and dislikes. So your vision remains limited. You are unable to see the larger perspective. So, but one gets a glimpse of the space which is beyond ego, which is the same everywhere, and which is what you are. Then how can anyone hate or dislike anything? The aversion simply vanishes. When you realize all these bodies are just a wave of one huge life force, the whole planet is one organism, and every single body that you see on this planet, 7 billion bodies at one time, or just imagine, or the waves, 7 billion waves arising at one point of time. Then will one wave hate another wave? A portion of water here will dislike the portion of water there. A portion of air here dislike the portion of air in another part of the room. Impossible. Not all waves of the same dimension, magnitude, force. If you just go and stand near the ocean, you'll see waves after waves come. They all come at their own, with their own specific characters. Some big, some small, but part of one ocean. So when the glimpse of this reality comes into your attention, into your conscious awareness, what is the first thing that would happen to you? Simply that hatred towards anybody, that ego-centric dislike that you had harbored for lifetime together simply evaporates. Because hey, it's the same. Any sensitive person you have had this experience, if someone, if you see kids, if one kid is crying, the other kid also starts crying. As a child, we all had this experience. A bunch of kids in the play, play school, in the nursery, KG, kindergartens, and one kid, you just pinch one kid and make one kid cry. You will see every one of them will start crying. Because the ego is not very dominant there, or is not very prominent. So it is coming in a natural flow to them, that oneness with everybody. It happens to everyone. Any sensitive, sane person feel the pain of others and the happiness of others too. If someone is sharing their life experience of either misery or of gratefulness, you will see everyone else also. Something touches in everybody's heart. They start crying. Tears start rolling in their eyes too. The entertainment industry knows this very well. And they make it with all special effects. Play certain music and then everybody starts laughing or crying. There is no barrier in emotion. Similarly, there is no
今天先看到这里，我们每天就看一点，然后是有超过一点时间，然后就是所以刚好这里昨天其实也有说到，或是我们很可能常听到说二元性、合一，或者是对立，或者是我们在上快乐课程有这个对立，就是呢。就是其实每个人都是在生命中都一定会有这些经验，只是呢，你可能不会认为这是一个对立，或是你不会认为说，好，这是因为是我执的一种作用而已。但是有一些经验呢，就是有这个你不舒服，或是说，哎，好像是什么东西让你呢紧绷，所以反过来说呢，这种对立呢，它是自然的，就是有高的时候就一定会有低，就是这个它是同时存在的，就是只是呢，怎么样就是让这个昨天也有说到，可能呢就是有一个秘诀，就是而且就是由于你就是会看到这个对立状况呢，是可能会更，当你就是更有一些经验，你可能会看得更仔细。但重点是什么呢？不要卡在这个状况，而是说会有一种放松的时候呢，放松的时候呢，这个我执的作用呢就会淡化，就会自然会有一种流动或是分享，它就可以轻轻的超越。所以就是有这个东西呢，是在这个物件，在这个物质的世界是很自然的，只是怎么去超越，就是这个维系的线呢，可能每个人都有自己的经验。好，我们今天先看到这里 ，Good day， 明天继续。谢谢秀秀老师
，Good day， 谢谢老师，谢谢两位老师，感恩，
谢谢老师。
谢谢老师。